So first thing we're gonna do with cookies is you're just gonna look around and see what maybe you need more of. Typically, chocolate chip and sugar go out sooner, so we're gonna do some of sugar right now to make sure people get all their sugar cookies, and then some oatmeal because we're running low on those. So the first thing that you're gonna do is obviously gloves because, you know, germs. We want to keep our people safe. And then next step you're gonna do is you're gonna get these pans and you're gonna cover them with one of these sheets. It just keeps them from greasing up the pans and yeah, keeps everything clean. So the first thing you're gonna do is grab out these sugar cookies, and these ones are the bigger cookies, so we're only gonna put 4 on a pan because typically with the other cookies, since they're smaller, you can fit 5, but these, we kind of like to stick to 4. So you can kind of just do it in a pattern that you like to make sure you know they're gonna spread out in the oven, so you gotta make sure that they're not gonna touch each other. So we're gonna do 1 pan of the sugar cookies, and then 1 pan of the oatmeal cookies over here. And I'm gonna be able to fit 5 of these because as you can see, they're a lot smaller. So we're gonna just kind of pattern them out, kind of in a similar way to the sugars, maybe 3 on one side and 2 on the other. Alrighty, so now that our cookies are done, there's this handy dandy little sheet over here that says all the times that you need to do for each of the cookies. So we're gonna look here, and oatmeal raisin, someone has edited this, so looks like 21 minutes. And then for the butter sugar cookies, which are the sugar cookies right here, it's gonna be 24 minutes. So you're gonna take your cookies over here, and before you put them in the oven, it's gonna move the thing around. You're gonna take this timer, or this one, and you're gonna take it and you're gonna set it to the 24 minutes. So I'm gonna reset because, or actually I'm gonna add a minute. So 1 minute, that's 23, 24. See how it says 10 seconds? You can't really decrease the amount of time, so we're just gonna leave 10 seconds. It's not gonna make much of a difference. And then we're gonna put that right here for the sugar cookies. So the sugar cookies are gonna go in the bottom row in alignment with whatever little timer is set for it. So you can put them in whatever column you like, and I typically like to do 2 pans in here. I think 3 gets a little crowded, but for right now I'm just gonna do 1. And then you're gonna put that in and click the start on the timer, and your cookies are ready to go. And then the next step, you're gonna do this, and the oatmeal raisin, it looked like it had 21 minutes, so I'm gonna take this timer right here, and you see I cannot go down in time, so I'm gonna go reset, and then I'm gonna go minute. So I'm gonna, so this is a little tedious, but you'll get there eventually. And we're just gonna go up to 21 minutes, and then I'm gonna do the same thing as the sugar cookies. Put it right in, and timer, start. And your cookies are done. This is a batch of chocolate chip cookies that we just recently pulled out of the oven. Now, when you pull them out of the oven, they're not gonna be quite ready, but the nice thing about cookies is when you take them out of the oven and you put them here, they get a little bit more cooked as they're on the pan. So the rest of the cooking is actually gonna happen while they're on the drying rack. Then you're gonna take them over here. Once you feel like they're cooled, and we'll just take a little space, and you can just do this little handy dandy trick. Pull, drag, and then they're gonna do the rest of the cooling here. But make sure you don't wanna bag them right when they come out of the oven because then they get all greasy. So you wanna give them a little bit of time to fully cool down, and then you can put them in the bags. And then the special ones are the turtle cookies. So instead of like what we did with this batch here with the turtle cookies, we're actually gonna pop them in the freezer for a little bit. You can either go a long time in the fridge or maybe 5 minutes in the freezer. And then you're gonna take them out. These ones are actually ready. You see, we do this because we wanna harden the caramel, because otherwise if we don't do that, then the caramel just gets everywhere and it's a sticky mess. So we remove these guys and the turtle cookies, same as the chocolate chip, are just gonna slide like this.